walking simulators, a subgenre of games that are either seen as artistic or artistic. Video games exist as a form of entertainment, which is why a lot of them, or at least most mainstream ones, are fast-paced or competitive. Like that one sport where you run around a field with a ball. What's it called again? Oh yeah, rugby. Now, while I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these types of games, nor am I saying that you shouldn't like them, they're usually the ones that take centre stage or get mentioned when talking to those who aren't as invested in video games. Some examples of these games or franchises being Call of Duty, Battlefield, or FIFA. Walking simulators tend to be described as slow or slow-paced, which is a perfectly fine way to describe them. However, that's a characteristic that extends past the walking sim genre of games. You could apply this to strategy games, RPGs, or hell, even LMGs, the walking simulator of guns. Firewatch is probably the best example when it comes to walking simulators out of the three. It's a story-driven game which doesn't have you do a lot outside of walking, as the game is more about the story. But make no mistake, this game does look lovely. The Stanley Parable is an interesting game. It has a series of short stories hidden throughout its map. Like with Firewatch, you don't do anything outside of walking or the occasional button or key press, which is more than fine, as both more than make up for it with their stories and characters.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Like I said, Death Stranding is different, as it's more of an open world RPG than it is a walking simulator. You level up when you get enough XP. The higher level you are, the more benefits you get, like better gear is unlocked for you to use. That being said, the game's main gameplay loop revolves around travelling or walking, and while there are vehicles you can use, they can't take you everywhere. Walking is required for some places. Death Stranding is one of my favourite games, however, so I will admit to being a little biased when talking about it. Picking favourites isn't professional, I know, but we don't get to choose who we love, do we? I wonder what others think about walking simulators. I think it would be interesting to get some other opinions.
Hey, so what do you both think about walking simulators?
Walking sim? What is a walking simulator?
Personally, I like walking simulators. While they don't have much mainstream appeal, they don't need to. They have their audience, and there is a market for them. As long as people play them, we should see more of them, I guess.
Doesn't always show.